San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. And it's the Roadrunners kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Utah Utes offense will go on the attack first. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. There was a lot of interest in him in the offseason. He's a guy that they are excited to give the reins to this offense.
And, man, you've heard about this name in college football, and you heard about it in the pool. Everybody wanted to go get this stud to play QB for their squad. And now he's here. He's in your system. You got him under center.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing Joseph. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Trying to establish the run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on second down. Red pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The Utes will punt this one away. Making his first move. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Roadrunners offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. His coaching staff blown away by how quickly he grasped the offense and won the starting job for the opener. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's McClung. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's past the sticks. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Joseph. Touchdown, Utah! Put 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Ncaa 0.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Utes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Left side. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Out wide left, it's Hardy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, it's Henderson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Trying to take it back. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Throwing Joseph. Oh, pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 2nd and long here. This is a designed run. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Joseph caught in the backfield. It's Johnson able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Fires one high and deep. Got it down the field. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Henderson. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Throwing Joseph. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. On the move, he fires. On target over the middle. Lowers those pads. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Utah! He got a step and just dusted the field.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Drops back on first down. Left side, it's Amos. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And it's the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. At the 45, on his way. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 16 team, the Michigan State Spartans.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Snap in the shotgun. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Joseph on the play action. Throws for the tight end. Nearly intercepted.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
This time he's got him. Oh, what a move to get room. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Joseph. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 25.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. They've got to stop turning the football over.
Got him on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's McClung. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's just...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Rush is on. And it's a sack.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Out wide left, it's Hardy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Running inside, it's Henderson. Got a little grass. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Sets his feet, it's McClung. Under pressure. And he's sacked Great work there by this defense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Look out! Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe.
Intentional grounding offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. I'm not sure he was going to be able to do much with that anyway. They take the grounding call, and they'll try to pull it out of the fire on 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Good, strong tackle. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Throwing Joseph. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Hand it to the back. He's past the marker. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side, it's Alexander. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Fires to... And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got his man. Trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Joseph. It's complete on the right side. Got some room to run. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's brought down after a short gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. A little release to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Working the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And it's the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down now after the sack. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on 4th down. On the move. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats.
Gashing the D on the right. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. Run ends there. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And it's the Roadrunners. Will snap it on 1st and 10.
As the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you...
A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double digits.
Not a lot of drama, but there is lots